Yeah, right, a nutcracker. Anyway, I'm trying to find somebody famous to tape. I'm looking and I don't find anybody. Let's see here.
Uncle Chuck, what are you putting in your tea?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This tea is flavored.
hello, ma'am, sir. What am I going to address you? Ma'am, sir, what are you?
What am I?
Yeah.
Human being with 2 legs, 2 arms, 1 head.
Okay, now,
Stop licking
I'm a
my
stranger to you, as you could see. Stranger danger?
phone. You're very strange.
Yeah. Now, what would I address you? What's your name?
It's 108-18-985.
Okay, now, I'm a stranger and I want to know your name, so what's your name?
Do not talk to strange people.
Come on, little boy.
Tell her you don't talk to strangers.
That's right. You don't talk to
She's very
strangers.
strange. I'm afraid of her.
How old are you?
If you want more.
You want to know how
Is it true that you're 81?
Oh no, I'm just 40 plus 40 plus 1.
Okay.
So that is my great Uncle Charles, my mother's uncle. I never met my grandfather, so he's the closest thing to my grandfather. And when I recorded this is when we lived in Arizona, and he retired out there years before I was born. And when I was 13 years old, I was blessed to have time with him when we lived out there. And I'm so thankful I recorded this. And that's why I record people, friends, family members, I mean, you name it. People may think I'm obsessed. Why are you always recording? This is why. This is why. Because when a loved one passes or moves away or you lose connection with them, you could always replay moments like this. And I'm so, so thankful. And even though in this video I sound like a goofball, I was 13 years old. And when I was a kid, God, you know, I was a pretty goofy kid. So he agreed for me to like just goof around with him and interview him. He was so young at heart. He was a very spiritual person. He believed in meditation. Nobody in my family ever studied up on that or ever did that. He did. He was very into Native Americans and that belief, and just he was such a spiritual person, and I was so blessed to have had him in my life, unfortunately for such a short time. But I'm so grateful for this video, because not only was he spiritual, he was young at heart, and I'm just so thankful to have him in my life. So this is my great Uncle Charles, and this was taken December 24th, 1994, and I was 13 years old. I'm going to sound like a goofball, but hey, you know, we all were goofy at 13, and some still are. Like me. What?
It's not my size.
Okay. What size shoe do you wear?
Depends. What size shoe, huh?
If your feet are swelled? Ew, that's sick, full of fungus and gangrene.
Normally it's 10.
Yeah. Now, what are your hobbies?
I got all kinds of hobbies.
Name one favorite hobby.
My favorite hobby?
Oh, Keisha.
Read the newspaper
In past,
and
in past tapings, you said picking up women are your hobbies, or winking at them. Is that true?
No, I didn't say picking up women. I didn't chasing them. I never catch them. I never pick them up.
So you basically chase them.
Yeah, but I never catch them.
Okay. Now, do you have a trouble hearing, or you hear good?
I hear real good.
Okay. Do you like chocolate?
I love chocolate.
Is it true that your daughter deprives you from it?
Oh, she wants to make sure I don't fill myself with chocolate.
Which you probably would, huh? Maybe. Yeah, depending what the day is. Now, I understand you have nieces. Could you tell me about one of your favorite nieces or whatever, or strangest, or like your coolest best bud niece?
I could stick my neck out.
Okay. Who is your favorite?
That's what I loved about him. So he's 81 years old, and when he passed, he passed like peacefully in his sleep, and he was 93, and he did not fear death. But he was such, his sense of humor was so on point, and again, it's being that young at heart, and I would give anything to have to spend, to be with him again, and to have moments like this with him as an adult. But I'm just so grateful.
Joke around with and make fun of people.
Yeah. I thought I was your best niece. Uh-oh.
Oops, wrong topic.
That's why I refuse.
Okay, then what do you think about Elena?
Oh, she's sweet and very nosy and asking a lot of questions.
What else?
She wants to know everything about me.
Okay.
Anything else she wants to know?
What color toothbrush do you have?
Well, I have a half a dozen.
Okay.
Green, white, red.
Now, are you wearing your dentures? Do you wear dentures at all?
Getting personal, like.
Do you wear dentures?
What's that?
Eperdent, Polident.
So the woman you hear laughing is actually, that's his only daughter, Diane, and my mother is also in the video. So Joanne and Diane are cousins, first cousins, and so I just being goofy, being myself at the time, and I was the type of kid that I was very curious, and if I liked you and was interested, and I would ask people questions, and of course then I would be corrected. Well, now you're getting too personal, but no, it was never to be a brat about things. It was just I loved joking with especially my older relatives, and I thought it was just awesome that they would allow me to do that, especially with me being a kid. So, again, he has such a great personality.
Okay, did you ever smoke?
No.
Smoke a pipe?
Oh, I smoke only when somebody gets me mad. Fumes come out of my ears.
When I'm really sick, then
That's nice. What age do you think you really are?
Oh, about 20, 22, somewhere around there.
He's not joking. Like, he thought, at heart, he was such, just young at heart. And same thing with Noreen, young at heart. I think that's how these older generations were able to relate to me, because I don't know, I always identified as somebody being kind of like this old soul, and connecting with these older people, that how did they identify themselves as being young at heart? And it's kind of like, once again, what did we do? We met in the middle, and we were able to do that because, again, young at heart, old soul. It's just, I was so blessed to have people like him in my life.
If you wanted to date somebody, how old would they be? Would you date a 81-year-old like yourself?
Shit, no.
Who would you date?
I don't know any old ladies.
Probably an 18-year-old, huh?
Yeah, I know more old ladies.
I thought so. But you live in Sun City. I figure that's all you'd probably see.
Yeah, unfortunately.
An old gee. Uh-oh. Just kidding. Let's see. What nationality are you?
Oh, everything.
Okay. Are you currently in therapy?
Am I in therapy?
Yeah.
Yeah, think about it.
Huh. What does that mean?
Like, do you have to talk to psychiatrists about your problems?
Well, no, it doesn't have to be a psychiatrist, Elena. How about therapists?
No, I'm not in therapy.
How about
Okay.
counselors?
Do you talk about people with your chocolate problem?
Well, that reminds me, he's not gonna have a chocolate one, then I will bring him a
So you're like a chocoholic, huh?
cookies after
Alcoholic, yes.
And you have ulcers and everything? Everything gooey? That's what your daughter said.
told you
Why
that
she's not my dad.
So she lies.
I don't see that.
She's a big liar, right?
No,
But does she ever lie?
no,
She never lied a day in her life.
no.
That's a lie, right there.
That's me.
Yeah. Have you ever lied? I bet you have.
Have I ever lied? I never lied.
Oh, you're right.
I always tell the truth.
Mm-hmm. Is that why your nose is so long like Pinocchio?
No. I was born that way.
How about now that big? Now, your head, was that a birthmark? Is that a mole or something? Do you think they can remove that or?
That's a bump when it dropped me on my head when I was born.
Oh, is that your dog?
Oh, it's your dog.
Okay, 'cause she's like,
This isn't the dog, is it? No, it's a nice form.
You thought it was a what?
A nice form out.
I thought it was a bird, you know. Oh, that's cinnamon.
Where's you hang around?
What's your favorite football team? Arizona Cardinals, huh? Oh, righty then.
Now wait.
If you could pick a state to live in, which one would you live in?
They got confused.
Yes, you're my favorite uncle, honestly.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Did I say that?
Yes, you said that.
It's on tape, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Eraser.
But this is an unerasable tape. Nope.
So his sun sign is Leo and his moon sign is Aquarius. There is something with me and Aquarians and suns, moons, Venus. My south node is in Aquarius, which is where I came from in a past life, if you believe in that, and reincarnation and everything. And so I noticed patterns of Aquarian energy, and Aquarius is in my life. And, again, what can I say? I was so many blessings as a child to have somebody like him in my life, and God bless him. And if there's anything as the afterlife, I hope to be reunited with him. So, all right, that's the video.